Everybody, kia ora, welcome to tonight's South Dunedin Community Network Hui for anybody that lives, works or plays in South D. My name is Robyn McLean. I am the Network Manager here at the South Dunedin Community Network. And as with all things technology, as this is our first time ever streaming live to YouTube, we've had a few hiccups and please bear with us because we're all learning. We aren't actually able to live stream tonight because we haven't had our YouTube channel for long enough, and understandably there's some rules that we weren't aware of when we thought this would be a great idea, because YouTube allows for more than just Facebook users to access things. However, you'll still get the information. We are simply changing things around for our online viewers tonight. You'll still get the same experience except the meal as everybody who's in the hall with us. Before we go through any further, I'd like to open our session with a karakia. Ki tau rā ngā manakitanga a tā runga rawa ki tēnā. O tātou e tau nei kia tūturu ōwhiti whakamoa, kia tina, hui e, taiki e. Let the blessings of above descend upon each and every one gathered here and be bound and fastened amidst this gathering till it is so. As I was saying before, we've had to change our plan of attack for everybody online, so I want to explain that to you now. We were going to live stream right from the beginning of our hui, and when you're in the hall, the structure is that we first have speeches from the DCC and a few other key people that have information that we need to hear as a community. We then break for dinner, and in our second half, have some form of workshop or brainstorming session or conversation, something so that everyone there can also be heard as well as listening. Because we can't live stream, tonight we're going to flip it on its head for you guys. So I'm going to run the second part of the session now with you in this pre-recording, and then hopefully we will have uploaded a second recording as soon as the last speaker finishes at the hui tonight, for you to watch that session. The thing that you will miss, unfortunately, is being able to ask questions to our speakers through the chat. However, they're all willing that if you got in touch with us, either through Facebook, messaging us on Facebook, or emailing admin@southdorg.nz, we can pass those questions on and make sure that the answers get to you, and we're happy to do that. So I will explain at the end of this session how to find the next session, and I promise you we're all working hard to hopefully make it be seamless for you, but please be kind because it's our first time doing this, and these recordings will be on this channel forever. So if it doesn't quite work tonight, you can come back tomorrow or the next day and watch them through as well. So that's the timeline for tonight. I wanted to give you guys a quick update from the network because that's a speech that I'll be doing on the night of the hui, and I thought I may as well do it here for you now. If you're new to all of this, a quick rundown. The network came about after the 2015 floods, and it was a chance for us as a community to come together knowing that, we've got it here actually, all together, you have a louder voice. You have a louder voice. And the idea is that we can come together and that we can learn more about the groundwater and the climate change, but it's growing into more than that because as we develop as a community, we have all this other cool stuff coming out. Yeah, and so we came together so that we would have one voice, and we run these hui so that decision makers such as the DCC can be in a space with us where we have good conversations, and it is non-violent and it is respectful. We're still allowed to ask tough questions, but we can do that in a respectful way so that we're working together. at the moment, the network is going gangbusters. It seems like everybody's woken up from a hibernation as we move deeper into this orange stage of the COVID frameworks. It's great to see people coming out and about and wanting to be part of more of the things we run here at our community rooms in 278A King Edward Street. We have a lot of art classes going on in here at the moment. WEA is doing a great job running some really affordable art classes for people. And I think term 2 was fully booked, so wait and hear about term 3. We have our Dream South D project starting up, which you may have already heard. South Dunedin won an opportunity to have a partnership with the Department of Internal Affairs. It's a community partnership. There's about 20 of them across the country. And what it means is that the Department of Internal Affairs will help and support us to pull together and work out exactly what our community thinks we need. So for the next 12 months, the Dream South D team are going to be building a community plan, and they'll be somehow trying to reach every single person that works, lives or plays in South Dunedin to find out what it is that we should be investing in to make our community thrive. And then the partnership continues for 4 more years, and we can make some projects happen and do the plan. So it's a really exciting piece of work. We have a steering group or steering committee that's now established and working towards how we go about making that plan. And you'll hear a lot more about Dream South D as they're only just beginning. And it's going to be a really great thing for all of us for the next 5 years. That's Dream South D. We also have another exciting project that's happening that the network is supporting. So we follow a process called community-led development, which means that if anyone in the community has an idea or has a thing they want to do, we will support that and we will help that happen, but we won't do it for the person. We want the community to come with us, and this needs to be an effort of many. And so we've had a group of very motivated, they're all ladies at this point in time, wanting to bring street art through South Dunedin like it is in the city centre at the moment. So the South Dunedin Street Art Trail project has been born, and they're talking about some pretty great goals this year of painting some of the overbridges where the train tracks and the motorway go over South Dunedin, over by Pack and Save. But they're also looking for more walls. So if you know anyone who owns a building who has a giant big wall that's begging to be painted with a beautiful mural, please get in touch with us and we'll connect you into that team. It was such a disappointment to have to cancel the street festival this year due to going into red. However, we are already, excuse me, making plans for that to happen next year. We'll probably have 2 or 3 more hui between now and then. So that's not something we need to talk about that much right now. The network has 2 employees. I'm one of them. I work 20 hours a week. My name is Robyn. And we also have Nicola, who is our administrator, and she also works 20 hours a week. We are open 9:30 to 2:30, Monday to Thursday is when our office hours are. And if anyone would like to book our spaces, we have a big community centre here that also has a meeting room, and any community group can book that for free. You simply have to give us a call and we can help you arrange whatever meeting or event or class or gathering you're organising. Right, so I think that's a bit of an update. It's very weird sitting here in a room talking to myself, so bear with me if I'm coming across a bit weird. I guess the biggest thing and why we're all here at this hui is this opportunity that has come about from the not so great news that the library will be delayed till February 2025. So the site that we have our community centre on, where the old Vege Boys and Pararaba and us and CCT above us, will eventually become a community library and community centre space. I think it's going to be called a community hub, but it's far too early for naming things. In the meantime, being 2022 now, means we've got just under 3 years to wait for that build to begin. And the council has very kindly offered to us that if the community would like the spaces that were Para Rubber and Vege Boys, that we could undertake a project to make it that they can be open for use and that they're being used for stuff that the community wants. And that's really what this Hui is about. In the second part, you'll see Sandy Graham, the CEO of DCC, come and speak to us and share that news and talk about this opportunity and a few other updates of what's going on in the council. And she will be open for questions from people too. And understandably, there's still some pretty disappointed people amongst the community. But most definitely, we're going to try and make lemonade with these My Library is Late lemons and see what we can do with those spaces and what we could provide to the community. So that's sort of the second part of our session tonight. I'm just checking my notes to make sure I've told you guys everything. You'll hear Sandy. I'm sorry, it's a bit backwards. You'll hear Sandy in the second part. We'll go through what we're doing now as far as getting information from you guys and having a brainstorm. And it might be that you want to watch the speeches and then have another think about what you'd like these spaces to be and how you're feeling about all of this, and then provide us more feedback. And most definitely you can do that. So in the comments on YouTube and all over our Facebook page and on our website, there's ways to get in touch with us. You can also ring us on, just a minute, I don't know my phone number off by heart. Oh, I can't even read it from here. 03. I'll get the numbers and I'll put them in the chat. But you can ring us here at the network rooms. You can email us on admin@southdn.org.nz. Or you can go on through our Facebook page, or you can even pop in and say we are still technically closed with COVID precautions and not really knowing how to manage large groups popping in or large groups of different people popping into the space. However, with a mask, pop in and let us know too, because we want lots of ideas of what it can be used for, and we want lots of community groups that might want to use that space to also talk about what they need, because there is an opportunity to have it open all the time and have people sharing the responsibility of keeping it open. But without saying too much more, let's move into the questions part of the evening. Now you can use the comments in YouTube to write your ideas. We're also going to put these questions up on our Facebook page throughout the week after the Hui, so you can write things in there. Flick us an email, get it to us any way you can. Our website is southdn.org.nz, so you could also put it up there. I'll make sure we have some sort of very easy to find contact information on the YouTube channel, so you can see all the ways to get in touch. So we're going to be asking these questions to everybody tonight, and would love to have all your ideas. There's no such thing as a silly idea. And definitely, if you want to get involved in this in any way, we would love that, because this will come alive if more people in the community get behind it. Our first question tonight is, our last Hui was in August 2021. That's 9 months ago, because of all the COVID challenges we've had. And we want to know, how have you been? How has that gone for you? Because it's been a long time since we've connected with the community. We wondered if you'd share what's one thing that's been going well, and what's one thing that's a problem for you. Now, if you're not happy sharing this on the chat, you're welcome to write this down, take a photo and send it to us, or type it out on an email to us. Again, that email is admin@southdn.org.nz. I've already learned, next time I'll have it written up there somewhere, what all of our contact details are. Our second question that we're going to be asking people tonight is, what would light your fire if you saw it in that Vege Boys Para Rubber space? What would make you feel like, yeah, I love driving past that, I love seeing what's going on, like really gets you going? Now remember, you can pause this recording. If you've got other people watching with you, you can talk about these things and share ideas and write them down. The third question is, what do you think this space needs to make it usable and comfortable for you? What are some key things that are important? And remember, you can pause if you'd like to, if you really want to think about this. The next question is, do you know of anyone who would like to use this space? That can be people, it can be community groups, it could be organisations within the community, it could be sports clubs, it could be anything. So do you know of anyone who would like to use this space? Now it's probably a great time for me to say that we have got some t-shirt giveaways. We've got some lovely, oh, it's on the side, South Dunedin Commuity Network t-shirts. We've got them in blue or black, and we're going to be giving some away tonight. So there's probably 2 to give away to people on the YouTube digital audience. Just write your name in the comments in YouTube, or send us an email with all your feedback, and you'll be into that, to go into that draw, which will be drawn next week. So anybody that gives us feedback from the digital view will be in the draw for that. Our last question is, we need to be community clever when we do this. We have got a budget that DCC's kindly given us to fit out the spaces, make them warm and dry, but we do have to be community clever about how we keep this going for 3 years. Who do you know who might be willing to get involved? We're talking about tradies, volunteers, people that might have couches they don't want, all of the things. So let us know if you know anybody that you think might be able to help. Right. I'm going to just quickly share the screen. There we go. I think that's working. So I just wanted to quickly go through those questions with you again. So our first question was, our last Hui was in August 2021. That's 9 months ago. How have you been? What's one thing that's going well for you? And what's one thing that's a problem? Question 2 is, what would light your fire if you saw it in that Vege Boys para rubber space? Question 3, what do you think this needs to make it usable and comfortable? Question 4, do you know of anyone who would like to use this space? And that's truly anyone, so really think about it. And question 5, oh, I don't know how to get rid of that thing. We need to be community clever. Who do you know who might be willing to be involved in this, as far as tradies or donations of anything, or anyone that's got time and might want to be involved in building something beautiful in that space? So those are our questions. Now, if you're having trouble for any reason whatsoever in answering these questions and you'd like some support, then please give us a ring. If I quickly, one moment, please, caller. Our phone number, I'm going to put it up here. Let's see if we can. Oh no, it's a PDF. I can't. Our phone number is 03 455 0472. And our email again is admin@southdee.org.nz. So you're welcome to give us a phone call on 03 455 0472. I'll put all our details up at the end of the session so that you can get those. And please, if you have any trouble whatsoever, we want to hear from you. So we will find a way to help you and support you in getting us that feedback, even if it's that we pop around and have a chat. It's important. So that is the second part of the evening. I hope that when this recording is finished, there'll be another recording with all the speeches in that same YouTube channel for you to click on. We are doing our very best, I promise. And please bear with us and be kind. Then you'll be able to watch the speeches as well. You will also see the opening of the hui. So you've had 2 karakia openings. Unfortunately, we can't share the meal with you though. Can't get it through the screen. So, any feedback you've got for us would be great. Let us know if this has worked as well, being able to watch it all online, even if it's not live this time round. Apologies for that. And we very much look forward to hearing from you, because the work that we do cannot work unless we have the community giving us feedback and being part of things. That's what we're here for. So thank you very much for coming this evening. And I will close this part off with the karakia, because I'm not sure if our recording that you're going to see will have the karakia closing in it for you. So then you can feel like the meeting has been closed, but you're also going to watch the next half as well. It was lovely talking with you. Slightly weird because I'm in a room by myself right now. So I hope this has come across okay. And I'll be in the chat for a little bit in the YouTube channel as well. So hopefully we can make all of this work. It is an interesting thing, this technology, isn't it? So just to close, ki tau rā, ngā manakitanga, ao te runga rawa, ki tēnā, o tātou e tau nei, kia tuturu ōwhiti whakamoa, kia tina, hui e, taiki e. Thank you everyone for your time. I really appreciate that you have listened to all of this. I'll try and make it way more exciting the next time we do anything on YouTube, and it won't just be me. Enjoy the speeches. I hope that you learn some things. I hope that you grow your understanding on the current issues that are going on in South Dunedin. And remember, if you do have questions that no one else in the room has asked, you can contact us and we will go directly to those speakers and we'll get the answers for you. So go well. Ka kite. Thank you. Great news. I think I've cracked this, hopefully, and I can share with you now because I've simply gone to our website, all of our contact details. So our physical address, our community rooms is at 278A, pardon me, King Edward Street, just across from Baylis the Chemist. Our postal address is there if you would like to send us a letter, that's fine, PO Box 11001 Musselburgh. Our email address is admin@southd.org.nz and our phone number is 03 455 0472 or 027 234 1293. So you can call or text us, or if you go to southd.org.nz, you can simply submit a message through that as well. And don't forget, we're on Facebook. So those are all the ways. Hopefully you guys can see that. I know the blue's a bit hard to read, but hopefully you can see all of that. Remember, you can pause it as well if you want to write any of that information down. Okay, so hopefully that's all worked. Thanks very much. See ya.